Welcome back to the NL Sports Platter. It's all brought to you by Batavia Downs Gaming. Make sure you visit BataviaDownsGaming.com for their upcoming concert series. I'm so thrilled to bring on a friend of mine going back to our St. Bonaventure days. It's Dave Rust, the CEO of Say Yes Buffalo, and going back to last football season, what an award for Dave, the NFL and Buffalo Bills Inspire Changemaker Award in 2024. Dave, it's an honor to have you, and I'm so proud to call you a friend, man. Congratulations on everything.
Thanks, Mike. Great to see you today. Great to be with you, and I appreciate the nice words.
So for people who don't know about this award going back a few months, I mean, this is a pretty big deal, and it was presented by the league, by the team, right? And then you had a chance to go to the Super Bowl. I know the Super Bowl was missing the team that we both wanted in there, but still a heck of an honor for you, man. Congrats. I'm so thrilled for you.
Thanks, Mike. It was a great experience. I'm really grateful to the NFL, really grateful to the Bills. You know, there's some amazing people in our community, people working in housing, food security, with veterans and education. They could have picked anyone. And I was really grateful they selected me on behalf of the work that we're doing here at Say Yes. And the Super Bowl was a great experience. You know, NFL does a great job with that. A lot of Bills fans down there, which was fun. You know, doing our Go Bills cheers everywhere we go. So yeah, it was a cool experience. And again, really grateful to the Bills organization.
Now, I work in sports media, so I'm immediately negative to a lot of people, but you know how much I love the Bills, and there is still some subjectivity there. I grew up loving the Bills. I've loved them for 40 years. You feel still really positive and great about the window and Allen. You think they're going to get one, though, don't you?
I do. We are going to get a Super Bowl with Josh Allen and this leadership. You know, I believe in the team, the infrastructure, and yeah, I'm an optimist on the Bills.
You're an optimist overall anyways, though, so I figured I'd throw you into that. Being around the community of Buffalo and the Bills and the Ties, you know, it's for the national people, it's thrown out there a lot on television screens and on social media about, well, the Bills and the community. Well, it's all like that. People might come back with, right? Like all the teams are like that. And to a degree, I'm sure that there are some similarities, but you're in the middle of it. You're breathing it. You're smelling it. You're looking at it every single day. Can you get into the Say Yes Buffalo, the Bills, the community? Can you connect those dots a little bit deeper in terms of what it really, I mean, it is connected hard. Like there's a hard connection there.
No doubt. You know, I think everybody can tie their own success to their educational opportunities, you know, and I think there's a lot of people that have potential that aren't given opportunities. And I think a lot of players and NFL teams would say they're overlooked, you know, and we're young men themselves, often coming out of difficult or challenging economic situations. And, you know, school, access to a good job, access to athletics in their case is ultimately what provided them the financial security to make it. And, you know, I think that's the work we're doing here at Say Yes is exactly about that. You know, we provide a certificate, a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree, or an apprenticeship to every young person that graduates the public and charter schools in the city of Buffalo. We're just about closing up a $65 million endowment campaign, so we'll be here forever. Like an incredible investment in children in the city of Buffalo. And we want this to be known as a place where if you live here, you know, your post-secondary opportunities will be covered so that you can have a good job and a good career and good wages and live here in this community. And we want young people to aspire to be, you know, all types of career opportunities available to them in tech, in finance, in sports. You know, so I think Buffalo has been a really critical anchor. Say Yes has been a really critical anchor in the Buffalo community. I think the biggest anchor, it's something that ties everybody together, continues to be the Bills. You know, there's this Buffalo pride that is endearing and people love our hometown team. There's Buffalonians all over the world at this point, and something that draws people together is the Bills. So it's a beautiful thing. You know, you've traveled and you're in airports and you see that Bills hat or sweatshirt, and, you know, Go Bills is a way of saying I love you and I hope you're doing well. So we love our Bills here. And yeah, our work is very connected. They've been longtime supporters of our program works, of our scholarship, of our community. Being a Buffalo Bill means a lot in this town. They're present, they're committed to community, and they're young men themselves, which is pretty cool. You know, stepping into those leadership roles sometimes at 22, 23 years old.
You know, I know because you're so humble, you know, you'd say, well, it takes a village and it's a team thing, and almost in kind of Josh Allen fashion, and not taking any credit for yourself. But since you've taken over in your role, you know, I read a lot of the things that you've done, man, a lot of the increases in terms of the graduation and a lot of the funding, and you got a lot to be proud of there. And I imagine that when you accomplish something and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, there's no ceiling on this stuff, right? Because you go day to week to month to year, and it's just about building the next thing to give more people opportunity. Do you feel that that's, I don't want to say it's a bad thing because a ceiling can't be reached, because a lot of times when a ceiling isn't reached, it's an unlimited thing. You're going to keep helping, right? But does it ever get overwhelming while the positive part of the open ceiling is there, if I'm making sense with that question?
It doesn't get overwhelming. I think there's, a lifetime of work ahead of all of us. And I think this is some of the most meaningful work that can be done. I think the challenges we have in our country right now can often be solved by access to a good job and a good wage for everybody, whether you're living in a rural market or an urban market. People generally want the same things, right? Like a safe street, a good education, and access to a good job and opportunity. And I think Say Yes is one of the critical anchors in that. So since we launched, the graduation rate's gone up 30 percentage points. Post-secondary entrance is up 25%. Post-secondary completion's up 18%. And there's still gains we want to make. And, we're now expanding to Niagara Falls, our sister city, 20 miles away, and taking a regional approach to talent and job development. So, we've got a strategic plan. We've got the markers that are important to us. We know what matters and how we measure it. We've become a large employer. We've got 200 amazing people working here at Say Yes that are, fully committed to this mission. So no, not overwhelmed, but I think, you have a plan and you work it. And there's a lot of work left to do though, Mike.
Yeah, you've been a sports fan forever, and gosh, I think I met you 25 years ago at Bonna's already, and we forged a special friendship, and we spent some time together. I wish I could spend more time with you, but life is crazy personally and professionally. It's like 8, 12 months go by, you don't see anybody even for a couple of years, and you love all your sports, you have for a long time, and you and I had great times at those Bonnie games as well. But this guy, Josh Allen, is a different animal, man. I mean, I've been watching football for 40 years, and I've seen Elway and Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, and you and I go back to loving Jim Kelly, and we've seen the athletes, but he's 6'5", 260 or 50, and he's throwing it, bazooka arm, and he's running it. And you talk about the Bills and the class of the players and all that. I mean, he's a different breed, right? He's a different animal. How would somebody comes up to you and asks you about Josh Allen, how would you describe him on and off the field?
I mean, to start with, I think he's the best professional athlete I have seen in Buffalo. I respect what he does on the field. We're going to win a Super Bowl with him. An incredible athlete. I think the work he does off the field is just as important. His presence in Buffalo means a lot, and he shows up quietly many places that people don't hear about. I think he does some amazing work at Oishei Children's Hospital, but he does a lot of other work too. So he absolutely means a ton here. On the Bills side, why I'm an optimist, I think that they've got incredible infrastructure at the top, ownership, GM, coach, quarterback. You've got good continuity there. They're going to keep taking swings at it. And it's hard to imagine a quarterback of his talent not winning a Super Bowl. He's just the best athlete I've seen. And you're right. He's right up there with all those guys, Mike. And he's, again, good infrastructure around him. I think we just saw the contract he signed, which is, I think, clearly team friendly and player friendly, right? That is a partnership. And when you have a partnership, you can do important things. So, a big believer in Josh, big believer in the Bills. It's going to be a great day in Buffalo when we bring home that trophy, Mike.
All right. My final thing for you is maybe you could just take the last minute and do whatever you'd like in terms of highlighting where people can go, how people can help, anything, for Say Yes Buffalo. The floor is yours to have.
Great. Thanks, Mike. So there's a lot of ways to contribute. First of all, I noted that we're working to complete the $65 million endowment campaign. We've got about $3 million to go on that. You can go to sayyesbuffalo.org and click on our donate pin. And that money is endowed. Every penny of it goes to scholarships, and it will be here forever, 100 years from now, helping young people, an incredible investment in young people. We're doing the same thing for Say Yes Niagara Falls now, and we've just started that endowment campaign where we're working to build $20 million to support those young people. Again, every penny goes directly to children. But there's a lot of other ways to support Say Yes. We've got incredible programmatic efforts for young people, Saturday academies, summer camps, really good career coaches that work with young people to help them find their own pathway. So if you're interested, it's all available on our website. You can find us on social media, and we'd love your support.
That's great. Well, he is the CEO of Say Yes Buffalo and a 2024 NFL Buffalo Bills Inspired Changemaker Award winner from my past days of St. Bonaventure life. My good friend, Dave Rust. Really happy to have you, Dave, and proud of you, and keep up the great work. We'll, touch base soon, and hopefully next time I'm in Western New York, we can grab a bite to eat, my friend.
That'd be great, Mike. Thanks again. Go Bonnies, go Bills. See you soon.